Can you begin by explaining your path to the U.S. and how you ended up here in Iowa City?
I came to this country back in 1997. I remember it was November. And just like an immigrant looking for better life.
Mazahir spent the first 14 years of her life in the U.S. living in Alexandria, Virginia. There she met her future husband and started a family. After earning citizenship, getting married, and having 5 kids, it was a desire to further her education that brought Mazahir to Iowa City.
And I was looking up online for a school that I can go to because I was interested in doing electro-neurodiagnostic technology, which is like measuring the brain wave. And while I was looking, interestingly, it's only 23 colleges in the whole United States does this kind of study. In Iowa, there is 2 colleges have this program.
So the Salih family moved to Iowa City, but not with the intention of making this their permanent home.
Promises all my friends in Virginia, I just gonna take me 2 years and I will be back. But since when I came here, I really fell in love with Iowa. The people in this community really treating me very good in the beginning. The first weekend, I met my first Iowan friend, and we become friends until now. Just love the city, really, and decided to make it home, and because really that was how it felt. I felt this is home for us, and I decided not to go back.
And since you've been in our community, you've been an organizer for a variety of different efforts. Can you talk a little bit about your advocacy work?
The youngest child that I have, at that time, he was almost 3 years old, but he doesn't go to preschool or anything. I just took him and we went to the Crowfield Public Library, and I started seeing people look like me, some people wearing a scarf, and they going downstairs to the library. And I said, what's going on? Let me go downstairs and see that. And I went downstairs, I just found people from different countries, people from Iowa, just sitting down together trying to figure out what they can do about issues in the community. And those things is really my area of passion. I like those kind of things because I've been doing some advocacy work and in Virginia too. And I just started engaging with those people, and together we found the Center for Worker Justice later on.
The Center for Workers' Justice was founded in 2012. Since that time, Mazahir has served as vice president and president of the organization and is currently acting as a community organizer for the group. The organization helped raise minimum wage in Johnson County to $10.10 an hour. And when the state legislature passed a bill that froze the minimum wage at $7.25 an hour last year, essentially removing the county's right to govern wages, the center jumped into action to ensure that higher paying jobs remained.
So far, we signed up almost 150 businesses. They committed voluntarily to keep paying their employees, current employees and future employees, the county minimum wage $10.10, which is make me feel we are in the right community and this is good people, and those businesses are moving this community forward together.
The group also helped champion the Johnson County Community ID program, which allows access to local services for immigrants and others without documentation needed to obtain a state-issued ID.
And for years now, this community ID is improving the relationship between the local enforcement and the minority, which is really great.
Other accomplishments include recovering money for those who have experienced wage theft, confronting discrimination, and fighting for affordable housing. That last issue is at the top of her priorities as she joins City Council.
I will really advocate for affordable housing because I think this is really crisis in Iowa City. And it's my own crisis. For 3 years ago, I was looking for the house that I live in right now. It took me months of searches to find that house, and it's not affordable. There is many people here pay more than 50% of their income just to board rent or mortgage and utilities. We need to do something about that.
Mazahir says another goal is to create economic development for all, with a focus on livable wages and new job opportunities. In order to do that, she says the city must improve another service.
Transportation. Transportation is really a big deal for students, for elderly people, for low-wage workers. Just by speaking to all those people, I find out we need to strengthen our transportation system. We need to have transportation on Sundays. And after also 8 o'clock, some area doesn't have transportation. Second shift people, they complaining because they cannot get to work.
Since you were elected, you've become a bit of an international celebrity. We've recorded some forums and some programs that you were in that have been viewed worldwide, especially in Sudan. You just got back from a trip there. What was it like with your newfound celebrity?
You know, to tell you the truth, from the beginning when I announced to run for city council, I was not at all have any idea this will grab national attention at all. But after I won and I found out I will be the first Sudanese Americans to get elected in an office in the whole United States, that shocked me as much as it surprised me and made me excited, really. When I went to Sudan, I just went there to bring my mother, and I went there actually for 2 weeks. They made me stay 3 weeks because there is many demand from many local people, like local TVs. They want me to come and talk about this experience.
You're in high demand.
Yeah, and it's really people are very excited. They make me feel this is really big deal. I wasn't feel that a lot, you know. I know that I'm passionate about it. I need to be one of the people who can make a change in this city, and that's all, like here. But now, other people are looking at me doing this. This is really a big responsibility.
Well, that kind of passion and engagement is what makes their community great.
Exactly, yeah.
Mazahir, thanks so much for taking the time to talk with me, and best of luck with your work on the City Council.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to serve this awesome community and just to make it work for everyone, regardless where they born in this country or they just travel half of the globe like me to be in Iowa City.